The sun is setting on the beautiful Mont Blanc behind us, and it's the second rest day of the 2016 Tour de France. But what have we learned from the second week of the Tour? Well, handily, 5 things, which are coming right up.
It's amazing that we always learn 5 things from each week, isn't it?
It's a nice round number though, 5, isn't it?
First up, the days when the European countries of the Netherlands, Belgium, France, Italy and Spain dominated the sport of cycling are officially over. This year we've had 6 wins for the Brits, we've had 3 for Slovakia, albeit all from Peter Sagan. We've had 2 each for Belgium and the Netherlands and 1 each for Australia, Colombia and Germany.
And what that actually means is that the Italians, the Spanish and the French haven't won a stage from the first 16 stages, which is in fact a record. And it's good on one hand because of the globalisation of the sport, but I must admit it'd be nice if the French could nick a stage win in the final week.
Yeah, that's true. Number 2, we've learned that Peter Sagan is a phenomenon. Admittedly, we probably didn't learn that just in week 2 of the Tour de France, but the way he's been riding has just been incredible to watch. So the day after the previous rest day, he went on the attack immediately on that really long climb out of Andorra and ultimately got himself into a very strong group who fought it out for stage victory.
Now, ultimately on that day, he was outsprinted by a fast finishing Michael Matthews, but then on the following stage, rather than wait for the bunch sprint, he attacked again in the crosswinds on a really windswept finale. He took with him teammate Mathieu Bodnar, Geraint Thomas and yellow jersey Chris Froome, worked with the group and then promptly outsprinted them at the end. And then won again from a reduced peloton yesterday. It seems as if cycling is just a game to him, but more importantly, it seems like he's having fun.
It is just unbelievable to watch him, and his results in the bunch sprint stages just this year are very consistent too. So he's had 3 third places, I say, 1 4th and 1 6th place. And in fact, if we look back at his entire career, he has now ridden 100 Tour de France stages, and in that time he's finished in the top 10 on 51 occasions, over half. And that doesn't even include team time trials. If you include them, it's 52.
That, Dan, is a stat attack. Talking about that move in the crosswinds when Sagan won, it was none other than Chris Froome who finished second on that particular day, putting some more seconds into his rivals when they least expected it.
Yeah, I think up until now Team Sky have very much been criticised for riding quite a boring fashion and not very entertaining and overly controlled really. But that stage, along with Chris Froome's daredevil descent into Bagnères de Luchon for his stage win, has proved otherwise. I think they've been quite entertaining.
Well, when you add into the mix that Chris Froome has been the first yellow jersey we've ever had running in the Tour de France, makes it even more entertaining when you look back.
Yeah, I'll admit that was quite an entertaining watch, although that whole farcical situation on Mont Ventoux did highlight once again that something seriously needs to be done about crowd control, because it's getting out of control. It
is getting out of control, I totally agree, but to be fair to ASO, they'd already moved the finish from the top of Mont Ventoux down to Chalet Reynard because of the wind, and it also claimed that the wind was that bad they couldn't actually put barriers up too. But more importantly than that is the fact it's dangerous, and that if you had a serious incident, I mean the riders in this case were very, very lucky to come away uninjured, but that could have a knock-on effect to the result of the race and ultimately a rider's career.
Yeah.
What sauce did you get, Dan?
Poivre. Pepper.
I've got peppercorn as well.
I'll notice you topping. Following on from Steven Kruijswijk's sensational ride at the Giro d'Italia earlier on this year, the Dutch at the Tour de France have continued to prove that they are once again a force to be reckoned with at Grand Tour general classifications. So, Bauke Mollema currently sits in 2nd place overall, and if he manages to keep that placing, he'll be the first Dutchman on the podium of a Grand Tour since Stephen Rooks back in 1988 at the Tour de France.
Stat attack 2. But what about Tom Dumoulin? The sensation of last year's Vuelta a España not only took the Queen stage to Arcales, he also took the first individual time trial of this year's Tour de France by over a minute. Now, you could argue that his winning margin in the time trial was in part due to the fact he could relax when GC riders couldn't because he was nowhere overall. But given the strength of those 2 rides, we think he's going to be a future Grand Tour winner.
Right, well, we need to eat, so that brings our 5 things we've learnt to a close. However, we've got loads more content for you. In fact, just up there is our entire 2016 Tour de France playlist, and just down there is a closer look at Peter Sagan's specialised Venge Vias, which has been using to great effect this year.
He certainly has, and to subscribe to GCN as ever, click on the globe, which will be somewhere in this frame. And don't forget to like and share this video too.
I'm hungry.
Bye for now, we're starving. It's so nice.